In this video, I'm going to talk about the most common problems you will have or can have with inviting externals, and also what the external sees. So I'm Paul Keizers. I help businesses with SharePoint, Teams and Copilot for a living. That's why you can be sure that after watching this video, you will know a lot more about external inviting. What I also want to ask, if you like my content, please like and subscribe to my channel. I see that 90% is still not subscribed to my channel, which is a pity because I want to make more videos for you, and yeah, you understand my point. So let's jump into the demo and what we are going to do. First of all, we are going to invite somebody. It depends on the rights you already have, so the permission set. So you can click on add member, and then you can invite somebody. So in this case, I'm going to try and invite somebody who is not in this environment. Let me refresh because I think this person is still in the environment. But let's see if it now, yeah, it still has it. So I'm just going to invite a random person. Proton.me. I don't know who this is. I hope it's just a dummy. What you can do, you can select the account. Very important, you can enter a name for this person. So here I say Debbie, Proton account. It's just my reference, but be aware, everybody who uses Teams and wants to add this person will see the same name. So, and you can change it by your IT department in Entra, but I'm going to save it. Okay, let's do it. I'm going to add. So in this case, I added the member to a team, which is done. And for me, as an internal, it looks all fine. But now there are some things that just are not going well, because maybe Debbie at Proton was an alias. So within Microsoft 365, you can set up aliases. So that's a different email address, which is not your login. And if you do something like this, it can end up like this. Sorry, but we're having trouble signing in. User account from identity does not exist in the tenant. This means you invited, so this is on the person who invited. They invited you on the wrong email address and your wrong UPN. UPN stands for user principal, which is your login name. So if that's the case, then you have to contact the person in the organization. The next step that could be is that, for example, the user clicks, gets this message, and I did some blocking and blurring, but they get this message and they click on accept invitation. Then they are going to my applications, where they don't see anything. So be aware that if you invite somebody, that you also send them a mail like you have access to this URL, for example. It are a bit of things you would imagine that already would be in the product itself, but I still see people struggling with this. So that's really important. Then let's just assume that she is in this team and she has access, but it can the person who invited her, so in this case me, doesn't have all access. So if I go to manage team and I invited her and I don't have access, or I'm just a member, then I can invite, but they will come in the pending request. So here you will see that I invited somebody and I have to approve it as an owner. So if people don't get an email or something, check if they got an email there. That's another thing. Then, of course, in this case, this is the way how it works in Teams. But sometimes, and I'm going to show you, people want to have they only have access to SharePoint. So then I click on Open in SharePoint, and it could be that it's not visible for you. Then it's under these 3 dots. Then you will see Open in SharePoint. You click on Open in SharePoint, and you get this message issue if you've never been to SharePoint. But for example, I do not want everybody to have access to the team posts, etc. Then we have to do something special or special. I don't know if it's special, but we have to do something different. What we need to do is give them access to this site only. So how do we do that? And I don't really recommend this, but only if there's no other way to do it. So then you go to settings here in the right hand corner. You go to site permissions, and here you see the owners, the site members, the visitors. All these people have also access to the Microsoft Teams, which is above this. So I want to add somebody to this group, but not as a member. What I need to do there is advanced permissions, and now I can select, all right, I have my members, so I will invite them to the members group, because they only need access, or they may edit documents, etc. And here I say, okay, a new add user, and then I will say, okay, in this case I want to invite, let's see if that one is already gone. Does it seem so? No, it doesn't. I will do it again with another dummy. Let me do this via dummy at Paul 123 at proton.me. I especially use this address because this address is external. It's not Microsoft, so it could be Gmail or whatever. So I'm going to do this. Then you get automatically this message is outside your organization. You can include, I must say, most of the time I don't see this this happening, but here you could say, okay, you need to use this URL to get to this site. So that's something that's really important, I think. So then I click on share, and now this person has access to, or gets access, so they get an invite mail, they click on it, they actually get, let's try and do something different. Yeah, let's just invite, no, I'm not going to do it. Sorry, but they get this similar invite, which was this one. They get it, and they can, if there's a message here, they will see it and they can access the environment. Now, sometimes there are some issues, because then they get this message, let's try something else. So there's something wrong here and we don't know what, and it's the first time. So what I advise here is to go to an incognito window, so a new browser window without cookies. You can right click most of the time on your browser window, which I will show you here. And then we can click on new incognito window, which brings up a new window. And this is a window without cookies. If it doesn't work, and you still think you need to test something else, always try first in the incognito window, because this is 9 out of 10 times the issue, that there's still a cookie in there and they are conflicting. So that's something I want to say as well. Now coming to an end, I think a lot of things are important here, but still it depends on users, on the way that it's invited. And sometimes I'm going to show you, because that's something else. If a user gets the message that it's still not working, then ask your IT, or if you are IT yourself, then check out here. You go to the Entra ID, so here you go to users. I'm going to search for dummy, and here we see that we have dummy Debbie. I'm going to click on there, and here we see the information about this person. So here we see last sign in. We see that it's not signed in. So yeah, there's something wrong definitely here. Well, we just sent it, so that's logically that they didn't get the invite. But the most important is we see that it's pending acceptance. So there's no acceptance yet. If they complain, we cannot enter your environment, then it could be that you have to resend this invitation, and that they get the permissions to get into the tenant. So that's something that is really important. Well, that's it for this time. If you want to know more about SharePoint, you can click over here, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching.